Hi everyone, I have just received this new Colouring Heaven magazine in the post. Now this is the, I think probably, I'm just having a look, it doesn't say, it says issue 123, I suspect it's probably the February issue. I don't know, magazines always seem to publish in advance, don't they? So Garden Fairies Special, this is the monthly one, so subscribers will get this one. If you're not a subscriber, you can just buy this one issue off their website, and I will share a link. And there are some subscriber deals at the moment, and I will also share my affiliate link for those as well. Disclaimer at the beginning of the video, I get sent these for free by Colouring Heaven. They sponsor my channel by sending me free magazines for me to show you and do flip throughs and promote their subscriber deals. Okay, so we have 40, it says Stunning Floral Fairy Designs by Anna Hlavatska. Oh dear, butchering a name. So we have a few designs on the front, so and on the back, oh, it's just advertising their previous issues. That one's lovely, I've got that one and this one. Anyway, let's have a little look at the pictures. So now I usually come in a bit closer, but actually they're quite big and bold, so I may not need to come in closer. It depends on the detail in the pictures. So I'm just seeing if it tells us a bit. Yes, they say hers is crisp, clear line art, different fairies. That's it. And it says they do have some skin tone tutorials and some fairy skin tutorials on their website, on their YouTube channel. I didn't know that. So there you go. So here is our first fairy. She's obviously got roses, this little butterfly and things like that. They haven't got names, they've just got numbers. I was wondering whether we would get a name. Now this one is a lot more detailed. We've got these hydrangeas, and she's sitting in the hydrangea bush. We've got a little cute little critter here as well. Here now, this is the one from the front. Yeah, I thought I'd seen it before. So she's got, you can see her wings. She's got a little butterfly. I think that's you can see that one enough. This one, she's, oh, I would say magnolia. We've got all these beads, which is interesting. I really like these faces. Sometimes I find people quite difficult to colour, or I'm not keen on how they're drawn. I don't know why, maybe I'm just really fussy, but I think these faces are rather cute. Nice, so that's good. We've got loads of flowers in this one. Her hair is just almost all flowers, isn't it? Now she's got an apple. I think she's Snow White, because look at her sort of dress. That's how I would be very tempted to do her, a sort of Snow White-ish type design. I mean, she has got wings, but she's surrounded by an apple tree. You don't have to. Now this little one is seated, and we have lovely mushrooms. I'm trying to work out what this, oh, it's like a building. That's a building. Now, this one, this looks quite autumnal really. We've got these falling leaves. Now, she's got a little tiny deer. It's really cute. Lots of butterflies in that one too. Oops. Now she is holding this real big bunch of sort of flowers. Are they hyacinths? No, I don't know. Wisteria type, but no, it's the wrong type of flower, isn't it? I don't know. Now this one is a little bit more detailed. So we've got, I see, so she's lying on her front. Just trying to work out what's going on. Lots and lots of different florals here. I've got a detail of floral. The sun has come out. It's making my pages look really dark. No, that's not helped. I'm just fiddling with my lamp. This one is really detailed. So I've got these little critters here and here. They look like, I'm assuming they're beavers, because they've got these sorts of wooden bits. I'm assuming they're building some sort of dam. And she seems to be bringing them like something to tie them together with, maybe? Making up a story as we go. Now, we just have pretty florals here. I would be very tempted to do that as cherry blossom. And we got another little deer in this one. Very sweet. Ooh. Now she doesn't look quite so friendly, does she? Look at her teeth. It's fun, isn't it? A bit different. Now she's on a lily pond. She's sitting on a lotus flower, actually, isn't she? Looks like we've got a lot of stars in the background, like it's night time. Now, she just looks very wistful, doesn't she? I'm trying to work out what this is, but I can't really. She's got a lot of mushrooms and flowers around her. She's got like horns. Interesting. Another one. Looks, what such a pretty dress. Really pretty. Oh, and look at that one. Huge dress. Huge wings. Look, wedding dresses, don't they? Now she's got like a different look to her, hasn't she? These sort of spikes. Interesting. And she's, look at her shoes. She's got little wings on the bottom of her shoes and sort of flowers growing out of them. Lots of long hair. Oh, strawberries. So she's got shoes and I guess they're long boots. Lots of mushrooms in that one. And we've got a little hummingbird, a different type of bird here. Aww, is that a little wild boar? Little pig. It's very cute and by a river. Now this one's got horns as well. Oh, is that a leopard? We just casually stroke a leopard as you do. Now, what is she eating? She's eating a strawberry. And she's got a crown, look. Long plaits. I always wanted to have long plaits. I've never been able to grow my hair that long. My hair just doesn't grow. It's a bit different. Quite a scared look. She's got another pretty dress on. Look at those wings. Ooh. She's holding florals. I almost feel like this looks a bit armoury. You know, like it could be metallic. Interesting. She's peeping through the flowers. Another one with butterflies. Look at all this sort of magic going on in the background. Oh, Aberdeen Angus cows. They are cute, aren't they? Again, we've got like stars or something going on here. She's just surrounded by flowers. Again, lots of magic. Flowers, leaves surrounding her. There's a sort of hibiscus flowers. Having a little hug with the leopards, I think. Cheetahs, maybe. I don't know. She's got sort of feathered look to her. I think she must be the last one. Yeah. Now I decided that I was going to colour one in. I probably won't do the whole of one. I thought I'd do a bit of this one just to show you some ideas for colouring Fairy. There she is. It's so dark, Maya. Now I've got one of my Black Widow's pencils because they have a skin tone set, so I can show you some of the skin tone ideas. I've just got to move a different tin of pencils away because I haven't properly tidied my desk. Right, so Black Widows have all these colours to choose from, so quite a lot. I am going to come in closer though. I think what we'll do is we'll do the face and the hair. There we go. It still looks so dark. I don't know what's going on with my lamp. Anyway, there we go. So we have lots of different colours. I usually like to start with a slightly beigey colour and then build from there. So what I'm going to do is use the eggshell, if I can find it. I'm trying to just see where it might be. I think I'm sorry, I'm just having a little look. There it is. So here's the eggshell. Now I never start with much pressure, just a little bit. That's very blunt. I'm going to sharpen it. So just a little bit of a layer. Now because it's brown, there is a risk that she could end up looking dirty. I think that sharpener's got a lead in it. No, it hasn't. That's fine. So you need to be a bit careful, not put it down too dark to start with. So we'll just put a little bit around here. Now quite often I will also start a hair with beige as well. This isn't really beige though, it's got a bit too, I'm not going to put this in the hair, but then I might do the eyebrows as well with the same colour, you see. Neck, I'm just trying to identify which bit's her neck, and then we'll do her arms as well, seeing as they're in view. What I actually will do is her legs too, because I want them to be the same sort of colour, else it's going to look a little bit strange. Now if I was using Prismacolor, I'd be using beige at this point. So here are her legs. I'm just going to go, I haven't put any paper behind this page, I just remembered I need to do that. So I'm just going to do that in a minute. I'm not pressing very hard, so it should be fine. There we go, but I'm just going to, I've got a couple on my windowsill here. There we go. Right, let's go back up to the face part. There we are. Now, we want a more pinky colour. I'm going to use the mushroom. Now, if I was using Prismacolor, I would use the Nectar at this point. It's quite a strong colour. You need to be a bit careful how much you're using. So, thinking here more about the shadow, so along the hairline, under the band, like that. Now, behind this nose here, there'll be some shadow here, and then under the eye, like that, and on this side, there'll be a little bit down the side of the nose too, and under the eye. You can put this on ever so gently. Just build up your colours with your confidence. And then the chin, if you think about the shape of the chin, here a little bit darker under here, and there'll be a little round bit there, and then we can sort of join here, so that we have got a little bit here that hasn't got some, is a bit paler, where the light will be catching that top of the cheekbone. Like that. We could probably do a little bit under the eye there. And we started to sort of mark out the shape of the face. Now with the arm we can do the same thing. So it's going to be very shadowy under here, isn't it? And then along the edge of the dress, like this. Just checking you can see the whole arm. So also under here, but there'll be shadow there too. And then at the bottom of her arm here, just gently scumbling that up to sort of fade it. And then under the strawberry, like that. Now also her neck, it'd be quite dark under here. We can add in some darker colours in a bit, like that. Now legs, I would tend to do a line along the edge here like this, and then just gently bring it in a little bit, and same down the back. There'd be also some shadow under the skirt. And down the back there. Okay, now we want to go a little bit pinker or peachier. Let's have a look at what we have got going here. We've got a light pink, a hot pink, or a candy is more of a peach. I think I'm going to try the light pink. Now you can see it really is quite pale. Okay, I'm going to sharpen it though. Now I want a bit of this all over, just to brighten, like, you know, and make her look a little bit prettier. So, but I'm going to layer it on a bit more on the areas where we've marked out that we want it to be darker. And I'm basically, it's quite simple this, because you're just going over what you've done before, but you're layering up a little bit more on the areas that you've put more of the darker colour on. So you can sort of just chill and fill in really. Don't forget to do her nose though, and also think about the fact that it might be a little bit dark on that side. It's because of the angle of her face. Now here I'm just going to put down a layer and then darken this bit. The same here, so I'll start by just putting a layer down everywhere and then work more layers over those bits that I want to be darker. Now if you gradually build up the colour like this, if you feel that it's not right, that you've made a mistake, then you can more easily either erase it or cover it up, rather than going in, you know, right away with lots of hard colour. Okay, now I am going to grab, I want a washed purple to do a bit of shadow. Now purple is quite a good colour for shadow on skin, and so I just sharpen it. So here we go, washed purple. You can use greyed lavender for this if you're using your Prisma. So go along that hairline, under the hairband, also around the hair here, a bit under the eyebrows, and then here, this shadow here, under there. We start to get a little bit more depth. And under here really as well, a lot under there. There'd be shadow under here. And here. Then on our leg, not quite so much, but where the skirt is, there'd be some. Like that, and here, particularly like that. I might just put a little bit down here. I think that skirt might be producing a bit more shadow, and also there might be just a bit from that angle like that. Now we're going to go for more of a peachy colour. the candy. Is that it? No. I think that's it. There it is. Candy. And this will be like your light peach, something like that. I'm going to start to just bring it all together now. So I'm going over everything again, trying to blend it all together. Now there is often a risk that it gets a bit too orangey, but you can always go back over it with a pink if that happens. I often find that it looks too orangey until I do the hair, and then once I've done the hair it just seems to settle, if that makes sense. I probably should have done some more shadow around there. And then the legs. Again, just layering up a bit more in those darker areas, and then just a little bit in the middle. And if you've got a mix of darker edges and lighter centre, it just makes the legs look a little bit more rounded, a little bit more three-dimensional. What we do need to do is some work on the lips. Now the eyes, I'm looking carefully at the eyes. We do have irises, so we need to put some colour in there. I quite fancy doing a bit of emerald. I don't know why. Where's the emerald? The opal. Not too far away, turquoise. Is it that one? Yeah, emerald. The names on the Black Widows are written in such a way that the elastic of the pencil case is always covering them up. Now, it's a really thin bit of iris, and I'm going to try to leave the tiniest bit of white at the bottom, just to make the eyes look a little bit more shiny. Now the lips, I often like doing a more natural lip rather than one that looks like it's got lots of lipstick on. So I think I might start with the light pink and just go right over, and then we'll get a darker colour. The Lady Jane is quite a good one, if I can find it. There it is. Just going to sharpen it. Oh, here we go, Lady Jane. Doesn't want to show up. Actually, the E's worn off. It's not printed on particularly well. So with lips, although these are quite small, I tend to start on the edge and then do a bit less in the middle to make it look like the lipstick is a bit shiny. You can do more of a red lip if you rather, but I quite like a pink lip. Now hair, we'll do the hair before I finish. There we go. I quite like the idea of a blonde hair. I think I will start with yellow sand. Now, starting with a yellow is always quite risky. Here it is, because if you burnish it down too hard, it's quite difficult to put other layers of colour on top. I'm doing a really light base coat. I'm not pressing too hard into the paper. This paper is fairly forgiving. You can do a few layers. It's not the thickest paper I've coloured on, but it's not as thin as copy paper. It's got a bit of something there, if you know what I mean. So you can put a few, multiple layers down. I think it's quite a good compromise between thick heavy paper, which would cost a fortune, and you know, it's better than copy paper. So this is quite a rough layer. It's not particularly even or neat, and that isn't what I was trying to achieve. It's absolutely, I mean, even and neat isn't what I was trying to achieve. I was just trying to get something down. Now I don't really want to go down the orangey yellow route. I want to go down more the browny yellowy route. So I'm just going to turn to my sort of browns, I suppose. I'm looking at, what's that? We've got a light bronze. That's a little bit greeny, isn't it? What's that? That's, just looking at all these colours. I think I might do some olive brown. Here we go. I don't think that's too green. I'm just going to look. No, it's not. And what I'm going to do here is look for where there might be a shadow. So under this hair strand here, can you see there? Under this one here, and under this one here, there'll be some quite dark shadowy areas. Also above there, oops, and below there. So we've got a bit of darker shadowy, but we're also going to just put a few darker strands in there. There we go. And now I want something that's sort of a little bit in between. That was quite dark. Yeah, I think I will go for the light bronze. And I'm going to sharpen that up and do quite a few more strands of hair. Oh, I just broke it. Yay me. It's stuck in the sharpener. Hang on. Use a graphite pencil to get them out. That's it. Now I've got black pencil sharpenings all over the desk. We'll see if it sharpens this time. There we go. So, light bronze. And I'm going to try and do some strands, because hair isn't just a mass, you know, there's lots of tiny strands. Quite too difficult to draw in, you know, teeny weeny tiny strands because it's such a small picture, but we can put in some and make it look a bit more hair-like. The sharper the pencil the better, but it's a bit reticent to try and sharpen this too sharp when it broke. It's tricky, isn't it? There we go. And some strands down there at the bottom. She is. Now I am just going to grab that washed purple and just put a bit of shadow here. I don't want it too dark, but the clothing would be making a bit of a shadow. And under here would be quite dark. There we go. I'm just going to grab a darker brown. I'm actually going to go quite dark. This is the mud. There we go. And I'm just going to use it under here, just to really emphasize those darker bits. And I'm going to put just a few dark strands in. Now you could put lots and lots more strands in if you wish, but I think I'm going to leave it with just a few. So let's come out so you can see. Now obviously I haven't done all of her dress or anything, but I just wanted to show you how to do the sort of hair and skin, because I think that's probably the hardest bit. So that's how I would do them. And as I said, she did look quite orange, but now she's finished, I don't think she does. So it's all a matter of, once you've done the hair, it just seems to bring it in to work better. So that's her. I'm going to finish her off. I really like her boots. They're fabulous. I'm not sure. I'm going to make her boots and her dress match. Maybe purples and pinks. I'm not really quite sure yet. And she's got the strawberries, and obviously I will finish the rest of the picture too at some point. I will share the finished picture with you, either in my monthly completed pages or on my socials, or both. Well, it'll definitely be in my monthly completed pages, but as I say, it might be in my socials if I remember. So there we go. But I won't get it finished that quickly, so it won't be today or at the end of this video, as I sometimes say, oh well, I can't do it, and then it appears, but that won't happen on this one because I haven't got time. But that is me for today, so thank you so much for watching. All the details of how to purchase this or other Colouring Heaven, to subscribe to Colouring Heaven, will be in the description. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Hope that you have a really super day and happy colouring.